What's going on, guys? Angry Manduke here again.
Why is everyone so fucking angry?
Yes, I'm driving right now and I'm on I-80 in Iowa headed to Nebraska. No, I'm not angry about that, and haven't stayed at Iowa 80 last night. I should have done a video while I was there, but I didn't feel like it.
And this is the statement you want to give.
Oh well, I'll do it at some point, because people at home probably want to see it, but almost every truck driver that's ever driven across the country has already seen it. It's the largest truck stop in the world. I did get some badass deviled eggs out of there. I like truck stop deviled eggs.
Extra appealing.
Crazy, right? But I like deviled eggs enough where I will eat them from truck stops, and they're actually not bad. And they get better the further west you go, which is weird. But they do use dinky little eggs.
Because it creates that illusion of depth.
Which sucks. But that's not, I'm not angry about the size of truck stop deviled eggs. Well, I sort of am. But that's not the topic that I'm on about today. What I'm angry about is this fucking coronavirus.
Younger generations are apparently now growing horns in the back of their head.
Now, part of me is actually happy about it because I'm on the highway now, and yes, there are cars. In fact, there's one that's passing me right now, but there's not many cars, and that's a good thing. That means most of you are actually paying attention to what you're supposed to be doing in this pandemic, and that's stay home. But this idiot that just passed me is hauling a four-wheeler, and I know damn well that's not essential. So he's doing something he doesn't need to. Yes, there are a lot of trucks on the road, and a lot of truck drivers are bad drivers because, well, if you're a bad driver in a car, as long as you don't have a lot of tickets and shit, it's not going to prevent you from getting your CDL, and then you're going to continue to be a bad driver.
You've gone too far.
But that aside, that's not really the whole anger situation. Like the social distancing and all of that, yeah, it doesn't affect me really. Like, you know, my job is to work by myself all day, not have direct interaction with hardly anyone. The upside to the job is that you really don't have to deal with too many people. Yeah, I do have to talk with guards at guard shacks, and I have to go into shipping offices, and a lot of them are making me sanitize my hands, and some of them have made me, like, taking my temperature before I can even talk to them, and most of them ask if I've come into contact with anybody who has coronavirus, which I wouldn't even begin to know. But, you know, it hasn't really changed because truck stops are all still open, because they're considered essential, because trucks are essential, because if trucks stop, then everything stops.
I don't want whatever's happening here to stop.
Not everything. Not life, at least not for a couple weeks after trucks stop, but, you know, your grocery store won't have food, even though they already don't have toilet paper, but that's because of something else I don't understand. I don't get why people are hoarding toilet paper because of the coronavirus, which doesn't cause explosive diarrhea.
I'd rather have diarrhea.
Why would you need 6 or 8 cases of toilet paper? And that doesn't make any sense. It's retarded.
You might be a retard.
You know how long it'll take you to use 8 cases, like 24 packs of toilet paper, if you use 20 sheets per shit?
It can sort of smell poop.
And there's roughly 400 sheets in a roll, because there is, and you have a family of 4, then if you shit every day, and just once a day, and sometimes I do shit more than once a day, but if you shit every day and just once a day, everybody in the house does, that's 80 sheets per day, and that means you get 5 days out of a roll. But there's 24 rolls in a case, so 24 times 5 is, what, 120 days?
You're on a roll, big time.
That comes out to 4 months. Well, 4 months is likely longer than this is gonna last, but maybe not. But then you bought fucking 8 cases, so then 8 times 3 is 24, you got enough toilet paper to last you 2 fucking years. As a family of 4, taking an average of 1 shit per day and using 20 sheets every time they shit. Because nobody only uses 1 sheet. Now me, I use wet wipes because, I'm gonna wipe my ass in style. But I don't get that whole thing. But then, because of the toilet paper shortage, that makes no sense whatsoever. Because theoretically, you could be using your Eagles jerseys to wipe your ass because that's all they're really good for. Or, you could actually use paper towels. Your asshole is not gonna like it, but you could do it. I have been known to use a sock in the woods, or like the t-shirts that had the rip-off pockets. Rip the pocket off and wipe your ass with it. My point is, you don't have to just wipe your ass with toilet paper if there is an outage. But yes, I'm getting paid to haul more toilet paper because y'all fuckers are retarded. It's not what I'm hauling right now, but it is a thing that I regularly haul. So knowing that, I still don't understand why y'all are hoarding toilet paper. I get the hand sanitizer because that's something that expires, so you could, like, if you're a normal hoarder, the stuff that you had been hoarding is expired by now and it's not good for anything. But you don't really need hand sanitizer if you have rubbing alcohol. And rubbing alcohol, sorry, that's my way station bypass, because it's closed anyway, because they're not essential, so they're not working. And they're staying home like they're supposed to, unlike a lot of you. Then, yes, there is kind of a shortage of empty trailers that has actually been bothering me quite a bit, because I was stuck in Pennsylvania for like 3 days waiting for an empty trailer, and then I got stuck in Indiana for like 3 days waiting for an empty trailer, because if they're not loaded with essential things to whatever business they're being delivered to, those businesses running on a bare-bone crew are not just unloading all the trailers, they're only unloading the essential supplies-filled trailers. So then, if you have a trailer full of something that's not considered essential supplies, and a lot of times I don't even know what's in my trailer. Right now I do, because it was live loaded. But, and it is something that's essential, so it will be unloaded, but I think it's a live unload anyway, so that doesn't much matter. So I'm angry about that, and it is a little weird to be out in public and seeing people with like face masks and shit on, but I don't really mind that. It's just kind of weird. But then we don't know how long this pandemic is going to last, and what I think is happening is we're just giving the medical system time to get more beds, even though the United States already has more ICU beds per 100,000 people than any other country in the world. We are already best prepared for this, but so we won't have the same problems as Italy. But if we can double that number, then the safer the better. And I'm sure there's a lot of other things that are going to piss me off about this pandemic. Likely, when I take my home time in Utah next week, I'm planning to go to Bryce Canyon and the Arches. Of course, there'll be videos for that, and probably some drone flights. But I'm sure some more things about this coronavirus, Wu flu, Kung flu, Chinese flu, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure there's going to be other things that piss me off about this. But at this point, I've already filmed almost 10 minutes, so I think I'm going to call it. And I would do a closing segment, but I think I'm going to upload this from my phone because I use my Wi-Fi hotspot to play PlayStation 4, and I got Need for Speed Heat. If you guys want to get on and play with me, my name on PlayStation 4 is Angry Manduke, because, well, that makes sense, right? So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I wouldn't do this without you, and I'll see all my friends in my next video.